What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Spider Girl, and I got a video for you, okay? Listen up. Today's video, I'm going to talk to you about marriage. You know, what my opinion or fact is on marriage, okay? I'm going to tell you what age specifically I wanted to get married, what changed my decision, and we're gonna go on from there. Okay? There's just 2 questions, but we got more. We got plenty of time to go into details. But y'all, first and foremost, I know marriage is hard. That's what I want to put out there. I know marriage is hard. Marriage is not easy. And everybody is not ready for that stage. And you cannot force that on somebody who's not ready. You know, especially me being a woman, why would I want to force my man to marry me? And if he don't marry me, I end up getting upset and then getting on my knees proposing to him, and then it doesn't look right. Any woman who has done that is a disgrace. And I'm going to tell you that right now. Because it looks so much like, why are you begging this man to marry you? You didn't even give him the time of the day to even think about it. But the thing about that is, if a man is not ready for you and what you want, then you can either wait until, which sometimes the time will never come. Sometimes it feels like the time will never come because, you know what I'm saying? You feel like he would have been married to you by now. That's how you feel in your head. Like, he would have been married me by now. How good of a person I am. I think that, he would have been married me. But that's not everybody's mindset. But guess what? A lot of men sit back and think, oh, is she right for me? And you think in your head, is he right for me? But you will know when somebody is right for you. You don't really have to sit back and think about, is the person right for you? You should already know that that's the right person for you. That's the person you want to spend the rest of your life with. That's the person you see everything with. Because you guys are going to have ups and downs anyway. It doesn't matter. Because you had ups and downs in your girlfriend and boyfriend stage. And so when you get married, it's going to be the same case. Maybe a little bit more arguing than usually. But guess what? You can always settle that. Always settle that. You don't have to fight each other. You don't have to talk down on each other. That's what creates a healthy relationship. A healthy marriage. And yeah, to answer my questions of what I said, what changed my mind about me getting married at the age 30. Yeah, I did want to get married. I wanted everything at the age of 30. I did. I wanted to have kids at age 30. I wanted to get married at the age of 30. But think about this. How is it possible for me to be married at 30? And how is it possible for me to have my first kid at 30? Because that's going to wear me out. It is. Especially having a child at 30 years old. Think about it. I see why people have kids young. Because you have a more time with them. I see why people get married young. Because it's an experience. It's something that you want to be able to say that you did. Oh, my experience is something new. Everybody want to walk. Let me put it like this. Not everyone wants to walk down the aisle in a dress, in heels, looking beautiful. Or it's not even about that. It's about commitment. And the key word I just said is commitment. And a lot of people don't want to be committed. It's because they already know they're unfaithful, and they're not to be trusted. And a lot of people are scared to be committed. That's a thing too. You could be scared of commitment. You could be scared to settle down because you don't know whether you don't know what's going to happen. You fear of what's going to happen because of what you've been through. You know, that's another thing. Like that first thing I named, a lot of people don't want to be committed because they know they're disloyal. And second thing is they're fearful, you know, because of the things based on what they've been through already in their past, they think that that man or that woman may do them the same way as that other person did them. So they scared to open up their hearts. And so that calls for a conversation. It takes a lot of communication with those type of people who are, we're not gonna say people, those individuals who are fearful of opening up their hearts, you know, who desire to love again, but don't know if they're finding love in all the wrong places. That's a real thing. You could be looking for love, but you could be searching in all the wrong places. Now, yeah, I changed my mind about 30. I really wrote 30 down on my paper. But the thing is, you know, my friend, she reminded me, she's like, man, Dominique, what you up to? You know what I'm saying? Before she even, you know what I'm saying? I haven't even talked to her, I don't even know how long. You know, it's been my high school friend at that. And for last time I saw her, you know, we had the conversation. She was like, man, you thought you were going out of town. Thought you was going to get married. You say you're going to get married at 30. You say you're going to have kids at 30. You say you're going to do. Yeah, I used to say all those things. I really did. And it's crazy how people can remind you of what you done said. Especially when they listen to you. Yes, I didn't say that. But my mind said, I'm 22 now, y'all. So I'm closer to 30. I am. I'm closer than 30. I mean, you may not think it because you said, well, you just 22. But time flies. And time waits on no one. You know what I'm saying? So it's better to be committed than to not be committed. And just to that one person, for real. And I mean, commitment is not committed to everyone and everybody, you know, and it calls for a lot of changes too. It really do. But people fail to realize that. You know, you can't go and do the things that you did in your old ways. You know what I'm saying? It's a new you. You're supposed to be better. You're supposed to be a better you. That's what commitment is. It's a commitment, trust, and understanding. Commitment, communication, and understanding. Those are three things that wedding ring means. Once you put that wedding ring on, most people don't think nothing about it and just say it's just a ring. And it's not how much the ring costs. It ain't gotta be no rock. It ain't gotta be nothing. It ain't gotta be nothing fancy. It could just be something, a representation of, you know what I'm saying, your love for me. That's it. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter about how much it costs, how much, where you get it from. No. And a lot of women fail at that, for real. That's why a lot of men think of women are just money hungry, for real. All they want is their pockets. That's why it's so hard to even be committed nowadays, because that's what society has driven us to think that all people, well, all women are about the same. They all just want your money. And then once they get your money, they gone. Oh, they don't want nothing else from you. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to get to know you. They don't want to know how you doing. They don't know how you feeling. But let me tell you something, fellas. All women are not like that, okay? Get your mindset right. There are good women out here. And get your mindset right, sister. There are good men out here. Stop being so fearful to open up your heart. And you know what I'm saying? Stop. Give it a second chance. Last dude might have hurt you. But you are resilient. And you can bounce back from anything. Like I said, it's hard. But, I ain't give you no specific age or when I'm planning on it. But when it happens, it happens. But I know. I'll know. But I won't know for real. You know what I'm saying? You'll know. Because once people start communicating about it, if y'all can communicate about marriage and blah, 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 and be on that topic and be serious about it, then it's going to happen for sure. And another thing is your decisions that you make doesn't have to be based on how mama and daddy did it, or brother and sister, or auntie and uncle did it. It doesn't have to be based on how they did it. Because most of our aunties and uncles never committed to nobody, for real. If you ask me. Nobody. Mom and daddy. Yeah. That's like 100% like, yeah, married. Like I lived in a household, grew up in a household with my mama and my daddy. Both biological parents. So, you know what I'm saying? Most people grow up in single homes with just mama. Or sometimes just daddy, for real. That's a least chance. But you're going to see a bunch of single mothers, for real. And nobody really talks about the single fathers. Like, you should show courtesy towards the men that are actually out there taking care of their kids by themselves. That's a strong warrior. That's a man. And I salute you for that, I salute you for that. Because most men ain't going to do it. They're not going to do it. Like, if the woman is there, it's like some men is like, it's like, why you not stepping in trying to help? You made these kids with this woman, and you mean to tell me that you're not going to help her with them? Kind of sad how our world is today. The older generational people were not like that. Somebody always stood in and helped somebody. The daddy was always there, for real. He was the man of the house. He's going to take his sons out and show them what a man was. How to be a man. No matter how many kids he made, he was still going to be there. And he's going to take care of all 15 of them. Because that's how many kids they were having back then. Women today can't even have that many. Because our bodies are different. And we are reproducing so unfaithfully. You know what I'm saying? We not producing the way that the older generation was. Because they got married at young ages. They got married early. Like, I was even told if a man got a woman pregnant, he was forced to marry her. He had to marry her because he got her pregnant. You get what I'm saying? Don't nobody do that nowadays. If the world was like that, compared to how it was then, Don't you think it'll be better? Yeah, it'll be way better. Because guess what? The daddy already there in mind. You're not going to leave my daughter here by herself with no baby. And you know it takes two to make it. And I don't see nothing wrong with that for real. He was a part of that family when he did what he did. That's how the older generation work. But the younger generation and our generation, I'm telling you, a man make a baby. He can leave it there or he can stay there. Because guess what? A baby does not keep a man. And you can't even trap a man with a child. No, there's no such thing as trapping. He might use the word trapping, but ain't no such thing as trapping you because you can leave. But I can't. I'm always be stuck with mine. You get what I'm saying? Whether you want to be here, that's up to you. But if you don't, you have a choice. I don't have one. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I know I got deep. I went into the conversation about kids, y'all. I got off topic, but yeah, but back to what I was saying. Your decisions don't have to be based on what your parents have done. See, my parents didn't get married until I was around 9 years old. Do you think I want to wait to have a child first? Wait till my child get old enough, or whatever. It's like, oh, I'm getting married. No. Because first and foremost, I want to do it right. I want to actually get married first. And then decide to have children. Now, you know what I'm saying? Do it right. Do it right because our parents did it wrong. They had us first. And then they got married. Now, that's something I don't want to repeat. That's something I can learn from and say, that's not what I want to do. I don't want to have kids before I get married. I want to get married first. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of us have kids and are not even married. But the world is so overpopulated with children, but it's not overpopulated with commitment. Like, it's not a single soul that wants to be committed because everybody wants to be off on their own, doing just immature stuff. Like, maybe we grown. I want to experience the grown life, the grown folk stuff, the real grown folk stuff. And think about it, people think you got to be financially stable to be committed to somebody. You ain't got to be financially stable to be married. You don't. You think that my parents were financially stable when they were married? No. Because when you got two is better than one. Because when one is down, that other can help. And when that other one is down, you can step in when you got it. Because sometimes it's going to be rainy days. You got to think about it. It's going to be rainy days. It's going to be days where you have, and it's going to be days where you don't have. Those are for the people that are not silver spoon fed. But guess what? Happiness is better than having just a bunch of money lying around. Because money can't buy my happiness. Money can't buy love. Money can't buy how I feel. Money can only buy what I put on. And these clothes and stuff like that, shoes and all that stuff, hair, makeup, which I don't have on, but You know what I'm saying? What's the purpose of all that? That's when you got money. Money is useful when you use it for the right stuff. But when you're just wasting it, it becomes useless then. Then when you lose it all, if your happiness derived on that, then yeah, you're going to be unhappy with yourself, because then you're going to feel like, oh, dang, I'm just broke. I ain't got no money. I ain't got nothing. How am I supposed to pay this? How am I supposed to do this? How am I supposed to do that? Misery. Because you spent all your time on useless stuff. Stuff of no use at all. When you should have been putting it towards things that were useful. So, yeah. And commitment is useful. It's not useless. But the one thing I want to say, and to make this point, to say this, is that I just want to have an experience. I don't want my choices to be based on mama and daddy. You know, if it happens, me getting married now, me getting married tomorrow, which is not, hey, knocked it. But if it me getting married over into next year or the next month or whatever, some next year sounds reasonable. But you know what I'm saying? If it happens, it happens. It was the Lord's will. But I'm not making my decisions based on my mom and daddy, because I want my decisions to always be better than mama and daddy, for real. Because that's always what mama and daddy wanted. Mama and daddy wanted me to be better. That's it. They just asked me to be better and to do better. To be who I want to be. They didn't ask me to base my decision off their decision or how they did. Because they marriage, when you look at your parents' marriage, their marriage ain't easy. It's not. It's not at all. Because people go through different things in their marriage. No matter how old they were when they got married. It might have took them till about when they turned 25 to 30 years old. But when they got married late, they start having problems. Because they missed their happy stage. Why not get married in your happy state of mind? Why wait till your years just start to you think your years going to start to expire? Like, dang, golly, I should have been married this person. What was I thinking about? You was just wasting time, for real. What I want to say is, don't lose your opportunity by waiting or making your decision based on somebody else's decision. Don't waste your opportunity at all. Because if you let somebody else decide for you, it's like you don't have a mind of your own. So make your decisions based on what you want to do. And be better than mama and daddy. Because mama and daddy want better for you. They'll tell you. Some of them will. Some of them might not see it. But I'm telling you, if I even have to tell you mama and daddy want better for you, they do. So, just think about that, y'all. Think about that. Think about committing. It may be hard, but it's an experience. And it's something to think about. Sometimes your parents might even say, oh, no. I heard that so much. My mom and I would say, you need to get married right now. Oh, you need to get married right now. I used to think, my mama, You tell me I don't need to get married right now based on what you and my daddy going through. I ain't say that to her face. Because what I may experience in my relationship or in my marriage may not be the same as what you are going through right now. Because mine may just be better. Because that's always what you want for me. You want it better for me. And I'm going to make sure that you are a proud mama. Or a proud mother. Let's say mother. A proud mother. Who has a fantastic, smart, optimistic daughter. Who's going to stand on business and make sure she makes her mother and father proud. Because they taught her well. And I said all that to say this. When you make your decision, make the right decision. Don't let nobody tell you different. And don't let nobody tell you what you can and what you can't do. Because your choices are your choices. But make sure you make the right one. I'll see y'all in my next video. Have a good night.